I'm Actfab, and today I'm going to be unboxing these 3 Wednesday dolls. They have been just sitting around waiting to be unboxed, so I thought it was the perfect time to unbox them now. These are Monster High's Wednesday dolls, and as a doll collector, I obviously love dolls, but I also really like the show, so I'm excited to take a look at them. But first, let's take a look at the packaging. Side of the box says Monster High and Wednesday. The back of the box has info on the character as well as a photo of the doll. Then the other side of the box has a fun photo of just the doll. Wednesday has black hair pulled into 2 braids in the back, as well as her iconic bangs. She has brown eyes, a dark lip color, blue eyeshadow, and freckles on her face. She has a black, white, and gray school uniform jacket that is removable and has stitching around the edges. She has a black tie, which is a pleather material, and a black belt with a Nevermore crest on it in gray, and her belt is removable. Underneath the jacket is a white shirt that is not a separate piece from the black skirt, which completes the school uniform. Wednesday has black painted fingernails, as well as one of her hands being positioned in a snap. She has knee highs on that are black and white, detailing with cobwebs on them, and her shoes are black and the heels have different molds, one being a scorpion and the other being a cello. She comes with a black backpack with cobweb and a skull detailing, and the backpack does open up. Lastly, she comes with Thing, which is a hand that has painted stitching details on it and can sit on her shoulder. Next is Bianca, who has blue eyes and purple eyeshadow. She has a flocked head. She has pearlescent earrings shaped like seashells. She has a gold necklace. She also has a school uniform, however, hers is black and purple stripes. She has a white t-shirt underneath, as well as a black tie. However, her tie is a different material than Wednesday's. She has a black belt with gold and purple detailing for the Nevermore crest. She has a purple skirt, which is a bit of a stretchy material. She also has on the knee-high mesh sock. However, hers are purple fish scales. She also has on black shoes, and her heels are very detailed as well, one being a blue mermaid tail and the other being a tree. Bianca has the same bag as Wednesday, however, hers is purple, and instead of cobwebs, she has seashells. Lastly, Enid has blue eyes and pink eyeshadow. She has blonde hair with streaks of blue and pink in there. There's a bit of a curl to the end. She has a pink and orange ombre blend sweatshirt with white hearts in it. She also has a skirt that is pink and yellow with black bow buttons. She has leggings that are pink with yellow and pink splatter and some little hearts in there. And then she has faux socks that are scrunched, but they are not a separate piece from the leggings. She also has yellow and white sneaker shoes that have blue and pink plushies for the heels. Enid also has painted fingernails in rainbow. She also has a pink beret, which is not fabric. Enid has a pink backpack with a heart detailing on it. This backpack is not accessible to actually open. All of the dolls have the same doll stand. It has cobwebs on the bottom and a little skelet, as well as they all have the same points of articulation with movement at the head, the arm, elbow, and wrist, as well as leg and knee. I'm very excited to have these dolls and to finally unbox them. Whenever I think of Wednesday, though, I always think of Halloween. So I think I'm going to do a Halloween craft and start the spooky season a bit early. I'm starting out with a piece of cardboard that is a little over 11.5 by, too big for my ruler, but it is roughly 17.5 inches this way. And I did glue 2 pieces together because mine was a little thin and I want it to last, but you don't have to. You could use thick cardboard as well. And I'm taking more cardboard, making sure that it is at least the same length as this or bigger, making strips that are 1.5 inches wide, and I'll need 6 of these. Now that I have my 6 pieces, I'm going to cut them down to size here, and then I'm going to glue them together, leaving one side open. So I cut off about 1/2 inch, maybe a little bit more or less. It's free-handed, but I wanted it smaller. I feel like this might be too big, but we're not going to question it. I'm going to repeat the process a whole bunch of times until I have 26 of them, and they're roughly all the same size. Mine are 1.5 inches by 10.25 inches. I'm going to take 4 of these and glue them all the way around, and I'll take the remaining 6 and glue 3 of them together, leaving one side open. I repeat this 4 more times, so I have 5 of these, and I repeat this one twice, so I have 2 of them. If you wanted to look neater than mine, I would recommend using white foam board instead of cardboard, but I didn't do that. I used cardboard because I'm recycling Amazon packages. So I'm going to cover this in white printer paper. I want my corners to be somewhat neat, so I just cut strips. I eyeballed it, and then I folded them in half, and I'm just gonna glue them onto the outside. I glued the paper so it looks like this, and then I'm going to cover the rest with more strips that I cut out, and I'll glue it. Again, they're not perfect. I have a rectangle that is 2 inches by 2.25 inches roughly. I'm going to repeat this 10 times. Then I'm going to cover them in more paper. Now that I have all of my bases covered, I'm going to now glue them to these, and I'm going to glue one to the bottom, and then I'll repeat at the top. I glue moss that I got from the craft store onto the cardboard, and then I glued my white bases with the opened side to the outside, and then I glued the pillars on the corners. I have these wooden skewers that I'm going to paint black, and I'm just going to paint a bunch of them because I'm going to need a lot. I take my painted skewers and I start gluing them across. I take another skewer and I cut it down to size and put it the opposite way for more stability. Right about now is when I realize that I started to mess up, but here's how it's looking for now. For the back part, because I don't plan to leave it like this, I'm going to continue with this. I'm going to cut out 3 pieces of cardboard that fits the length of the back wall right here. Come to an issue. I have another pillar and I wanted to put it back here, but I should have carried this longer or done the back wall and then put this one further out, and I don't want to redo it. So I might just have an extra pillar. Now I take 2 strips of cardboard that are 1 inch by 20 inches long, specifically to fit from this end to here, to the other side. And then I take another piece of cardboard that's the same length, 20 inches this way, and 1.5 inches wide. Then I'm going to hot glue them together the way that I did the others. Now I'm going to take this and cover it in white paper. It's not perfectly cut, but that's okay. I took a dowel, painted it black, cut it down to size, and then in that very back corner, sorry I didn't really show it, but I'm going to glue it there. Now onto the tombstones. I picked a shape and I cut out 4 pieces of cardboard. I don't think I need more than that. I glued the 4 pieces together, and then I glued on some other details that I added. Enid's gravestone is like really detailed, so I'm not gonna be able to do all this stuff, especially the wolves here, but we're gonna try our best. I covered the whole thing in tissue paper and now I'm just letting it dry. I did paint it a dark gray, so I have to tone it down a little bit with the dry brushing. I dry brushed it with an attempt to add a little bit of color using black and white. This is how everything turned out, and I actually really like it. Is it perfect? No, but I think that it's adorable and it's really cute, and I'm definitely gonna have a lot of photos that I can take here with my dolls. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and happy crafting. Bye!